Glam Jammers. Okay, so the long and awaited pregnancy update. You guys love hearing pregnancy updates about baby K3, and I have been slacking. Your girl has been slacking, but she hasn't been slacking. She hasn't been slacking in other areas of her life, just in like the updating YouTube world about baby K3. So I'm here to update you guys and talk about how the last couple weeks have been. I haven't done an update since the end of first trimester, so I think it was like week 12, week 13, and we were in the apartment, and we had just moved to Arizona, and there's a lot that has changed since then. We are now 24 weeks, so that's like double. Oh my gosh, that is double. I'll have lots of pictures to show you through. I'm not gonna go through each week what changed, because not much changed for a while. And then all of a sudden, like the last 4 weeks, we've had quite a bit of changes. So let's jump right in. First, I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that's like what you do here on YouTube. We are having a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So make sure you thumbs up this video, you share it to your friends and family, you subscribe, and you turn on that bell, turn on that notification. Let's talk about baby boy. We are 24 weeks pregnant as of yesterday. Today is Monday, May 27th, and Sundays are like week turnover. So we're 24 weeks, and I feel 24 weeks. I feel like I look 24 weeks. A lot of people tell me I'm a lot smaller than most at 24 weeks, but I mean, it's my first baby, but I think my belly is large and in charge. So obviously we'll show you pictures of the progress of our belly throughout and whatnot. But we're really gonna kind of go over week 20 through 24, because from week 13 to 19, there wasn't too many changes besides obvious growth. We got, at 20 weeks, we got our anatomy scan, all body parts, all functions, all the heart, the brain, the spine. Everything looked absolutely great. Baby's legs and baby's arms are still very obnoxiously long. Baby's gonna be tall and linky like his mom and his dad. And we got to see him in 3D. I'll post the ultrasound here in the video. You guys, tell me he does not look like his dad's twin. Like, this kid, if this boy does not have colored eyes, he won't even look like my child. There's that. But anyway, so I'll go give you guys a view of a couple of the ultrasounds from our anatomy scan. It was super cool. It was so beautiful. It was our ultrasound tech lady, Andrea. She's so sweet. And she's made our experience really awesome. And she gives us a ton of pictures. Like, she's just super great, okay? So I recommend going there if you live around here. Just saying. And yeah, it was just great. So that was at 20 weeks. Everything was great. We did have to come back 3 weeks later. So last week we went, because they couldn't see a good picture of his spine, and they wanted to make sure, you know, they have to make sure everything's good at the anatomy scan. So we came back 2 weeks later, and they got a clear on his spine, beautiful, another 3D picture. He's so handsome. He was snuggled up to my placenta. So we couldn't get a good one of his face, but we still got a pretty good one. I'll put that one here too. So it's just crazy to see him growing and growing so much throughout the weeks. Week 20, I was like, man, like, I'm not really feeling him move. You know, when I went to my new doctor for the first time at 20 weeks, she didn't really, like, they didn't believe me that I was 20 weeks pregnant. They were trying to tell me that I was, like, I had to have been, you know, not that far along, because I'm pretty small in the stomach area. And I was like, no, like, this is what my due date's been. This is where I'm at, you know, but whatever, I'll take your word. And then they measured the baby with the ultrasound, and they're like, oh no, you're definitely 20 weeks. So I just don't show much in the stomach, I guess. But other than that, 20 weeks, I wasn't feeling a ton of movement. I think I started feeling like my first little flutters at about 17 weeks. Yeah, 17 weeks is when I was feeling like little flutters and just little, like, almost like bubble guts. Like, oh, do I have to go to the bathroom, or is that a baby kick? You know, that's when it's your first child, you don't know what a baby kick is going to feel like. Like, I had it in my head that it was going to be like this, like, I don't know what I thought it was supposed to feel like, but the little flutters, it almost felt like a little like tap, tap, tap from the inside to my stomach or to the outside. It was weird, but you couldn't feel anything on the outside. So I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't a baby kick. That was at 17 weeks. Then 20 weeks comes along and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling things more frequently. I'll like eat something sugary, like I'll eat fruit, and baby boy goes crazy. He loves fruit and it makes him active AF, okay? Yeah, or any drink that has any amount of sweetness to it, even if it's sugar-free, but it's sweetness, he's like, it's so fun now, but sometimes I'm like, okay, dude, let me drink some water to calm you down. But so 20 weeks, moving around, but my fiance, Kendall, K2, he could not feel it from the outside, and we were getting so frustrated. Like, it's funny to think about now because 4 weeks later, we're like, dude, calm down a little bit. But 4 weeks ago, at 20 weeks, we were like, come on, little guy, kick. Like, what can I do to make you kick? And he couldn't feel it, and we were getting frustrated, and I just wanted him to be able to experience it because I could feel it, but he couldn't. And then week 22 came around, and baby boy was moving a lot more. 22 weeks, I officially couldn't lay on my stomach. Actually, I'll say week 20. I officially cannot lay on my stomach anymore unless I have like pillows right here and then pillows on my legs, so everything's lifted besides my stomach. I can't put pressure on my stomach. It officially is very uncomfortable, which sucks because I'm a stomach sleeper. Like, it's been hard. I'll like try to like put pillows around me so the belly isn't compressed but I'm lifted, you know what I mean? Kind of like with my BBL surgery when I had my butt done. If you didn't know, you can go watch my previous videos. I did have a cosmetic surgery before getting pregnant. Whoops. But you had to lay and your whole body would be rised, but then your butt would be like in the groove. So now it's like I'm flipped and my stomach's in the groove and everything else is risen. Funny, right? Anyways, I try to do that to get comfortable, but sleeping has had to change. If I do lay on my stomach, it gets uncomfortable, and I can literally feel him like shift, like, let me get over here. Like, that does not feel good. And so I just have to roll over. I try to sleep on my sides, but then I wake up in the middle of the night on my back, and I know it's not the best to be sleeping on your back. It hasn't bothered me at all, but I've read and I've done, I need to ask my doctor about it, because that's, you know, whose opinion I should take. But let me know in the comments below if you have been pregnant or if you are pregnant, how are you sleeping? What have you found the most comfortable way for you to sleep? I want to know so I can try it, because I need something to happen, okay? But yeah, so now 23 weeks, 22 weeks, he starts moving a lot more. I can feel like very firm movements, not just little flutters. I can feel like him shifting. It's bizarre to me. I can't believe I never, like, when you're not pregnant, you're like, oh yeah, you can feel the baby kick, you know, like, that's so cool. But once you're pregnant and like you have a baby in you moving and kicking, it's unreal. Like, it's like, I just didn't expect it to feel like this, and it does. 23 weeks was a big shift for us. 23 weeks was a big shift movement-wise. He is so active. This boy never calms down. Like, okay, he doesn't never calm down. He calms down when Shorty puts his hand on him, most of the time. But like, he is active and big kicks, big movements. Like, you can feel his butt pushing along my stomach. I think it's my stomach's getting bigger, he's getting bigger, so he's getting less room to move, so I can feel him more intensely, but he still has quite a bit of room to move. So it's often, you know, once he even gets bigger, I feel like it'll be less room for him to move, so it won't be as often, but when it happens, it'll be like kapow, you know, like big old kung fu punches and soccer kicks and whatnot. But my stomach is definitely a lot tighter. I feel a lot of hardness in my stomach. Like, it's hard. Before it was still pretty squishy. Now it's hard all the way from under my boobs to like my vag. Before I had like some like loose skin from my weight loss, and so it was still, I could move it. Now it's tight. So we're growing, people. My boobs are huge. I have not experienced any like leaking yet. I have read that a lot of people experience that around 23 weeks-ish. And I'm like, hold up, already what? One, I don't wear a bra very often, so that's gonna have to change really soon. These suckers are heavy, you guys. I've had big boobs because I was 300 pounds. Then I went down to 170, so I lost my boob volume, but had a lot of skin. Now they're fluffy, they are full, they are jelly, like the titties are back, we'll just say that. And so, yeah. Let's talk about heartburn and acid reflux. So I'm 24 weeks and I'm still nauseous. I get nauseous every single day. I don't throw up every single day now because I've gotten pretty good at being able to detect and to do things to prevent having to actually throw up, but the nausea is still there. I just have to keep food in my stomach. And being a vertical sleeve gastrectomy patient, I had a weight loss surgery over a year ago. That's what helped me, you know, lose my weight. I have a small stomach, basically. Moral of the story, I have a teeny tiny stomach, so only a teeny tiny amount of food can be in there at a time. Pregnancy, I'm so thirsty, so I'm always trying to drink water. Water pushes down the food, so then I'm hungry again. So I have to constantly battle with my drinking and my eating, and do I want to drink water now and have to eat right afterwards, but then I'll be thirsty again? It's just a constant battle of when I'm going to drink and when I'm going to eat, and balancing, getting enough water in, but not eating too, that's my biggest challenge right now. And keeping food, like I have to wake up at a certain time. If I sleep in too late, I have to throw up in the morning because I can't get food into my stomach fast enough. Like I'll wake up to having to throw up. It's so fun. But the heartburn and the acid reflux is something I've never experienced before pregnancy. The acid reflux is like, it tricks me into thinking I'm gonna throw up, but it's just the acid, and then I swallow or drink something and it goes back down so I don't have to throw up. But every time I'm like, oh, I have to get up and go to the bathroom, I'm gonna throw up, but it's just acid reflux. So it's hard determining the difference. It's lovely. Oh, we noticed just this past week that I officially have a little waddle to my step. It's funny because he was thinking it the same time I was thinking it, and then I was walking in front of him and I turn around to him and he's looking at me and kind of smirking by the way I'm walking. And I was like, Shorty, am I waddling? And he's like, yes, I was just thinking that. Like you're officially waddling a little bit. Like, I don't know, I just kind of got my hips feel stretched, and I got the waddle down, okay? I got the baby mama waddle down, apparently. What else? Let's talk about, so weight gain. A lot of people have asked me if I've gained a bunch of weight. If you followed my journey, I lost 115 pounds and I've gained about like 5 or 6 pounds since being pregnant. I would say only 2.5 to 3 pounds is really from the pregnancy. The other was, I think before, it was from my lowest weight, but I wasn't at my lowest weight when I got pregnant. Like I fluctuated, you know, 1 to 8 pounds from when I was at my lowest. So from my lowest, I'm 7 pounds, 6 or 7 pounds heavier now. But from when I first got pregnant, I'm about 3 pounds heavier than I was. So that's, you know, that's a very low amount of weight gain so far. I'm 6 months pregnant. 24 weeks is like the 6-month mark. And yeah, that's, you know, I'm gonna do a whole video on like fear of weight gain, because a lot of people have been asking me that, and it is a fear. And like body dysmorphia, I'm growing, like it's different because it's a pregnancy and you're growing a life, but you're still like the body. I'm gonna do a whole video on that, so stay tuned for that, because it's a mind game as well. All right, let's talk about mental, and then we'll talk about food intake. Okay, so the mental game of being 24 weeks pregnant is a fun one, right? So I'm slightly freaking out a little bit. Like I've had my stress times. Okay, I'm stressed the hell out. Let's be real. These stupid YouTube videos keep popping up that I'm 24 weeks now, because I I watch videos along the weeks. And like all of these babies like 23, 24 weeks is the first week that if you give birth, your baby can like live in the ICU, which should give me some relief, right? But then I'm like, oh my gosh, like what if I go into labor right now? What if I had the baby right now? We have nothing prepared. Like, one, we have nothing prepared. We just moved into this house 3 weeks ago. So we were waiting to get into the house before we bought all the things. So now it's time to like get going, you know? But one, nothing would be prepared. Two, that is so scary because a lot of babies, so sad, unfortunately, don't live if they're born at 23 weeks, but that's a very common week for a lot of babies to be born, and that's so scary. So those videos, like, it's just scary. It's scary. So that's been in my mental game. The pregnancy dreams just keep getting weirder and weirder. Like, why? The other night I had a dream that I was faking my whole pregnancy. Like, I convinced my body to grow this belly. There was a reason, there was like an excuse or a reason for everything. Like, oh, the ultrasound, that was not really a baby, that was your spleen or something. Like, it was the weirdest dream in the world. And then I was woken up by a baby kick. Like, what? Pregnancy dreams are the devil. So I'm officially like into money crunching, not money crunching, but like budgeting. I've never been a budgeter before. We make great money with our careers, and we like to spend money. Our bills are paid. We like to, spoil ourselves. We like to spend money. We like luxury things. Like we live the life we've created the life we've wanted to have. And now that I'm having a baby, now that I'm 6 months pregnant, the last like 2-3 weeks, I've been like a freak over money. I haven't been wanting to spend anything on myself. I haven't been wanting to like everything, my priorities are changing. That's what I'm trying to say with money. And it's a good thing, right? It's a really good thing. But I'm like, oh, how can I make more? What can I do? How can I grow my business? How can I impact more people? How can I, what do I need to do? What are the systems I need to put into place? How can I grow? How can I help you? Like all the things to prepare to benefit myself and my family and everyone around me, just because that's how I am. And I'm just like, holy crap, I have a baby to take care of now, and my priorities have just completely changed. So that's been a really cool thing mentally that has been going through me lately. Like going through my credit and getting my credit score as high as it can. Like that stuff has been exciting the crap out of me lately. Paying off things so I don't have monthly payments. So I'm able to save more each month. It's just been a really cool, but insane thing, because before it was just like I was very carefree with it. So thanks, little guy. Thanks. Also, another thing mentally, I'm so nurturing lately. Like I just want to nurture people. I want to love on people. I'm just so happy. I'm very much nesting. Like I want to organize this house. I want to like set everything up. I want to decorate. I want to go through baby stuff. I have been cooking. If you know anything about me, I'm not a cooker, but I've been loving cooking meals for me and my fiance. I've been even cleaning up. Like you guys, I don't like cooking and I don't like cleaning, but I've been doing like wifey stuff. Okay. High five for your girl. She's been like being a mom, being a wife, and a business owner. That's pretty cool to me. Speaking of my ring, I took it off like 2 days ago and haven't put it back on because I was shampooing my hair with purple shampoo, and it's too big for my finger right now, so it slips around whenever I use shampoo. So I take it off and I forgot to put it back on. I feel so naked right now. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm just like nurturing, and I'm a wifey and mommy life right now. So there's that. And I'm just realizing how much stuff we need still. So that's like been a stress, week 24, you're more than halfway there. So you're like, dude, time to like, you start comparing. And I have always been someone that doesn't compare very much to other people. Like I try my hardest not to compare myself, my journey, my life to other people. obviously every woman does that. We're women. We were raised around magazines, and now with social media, like we're trained to compare ourselves and better our lives to be like someone else's that we see, blah, blah, blah. But like with pregnancy, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's 24 weeks and she already has her nursery done. I don't even have like a crib. Like I don't have, you know, a crib's not the most important thing, because do they really sleep in a crib right away? No. But like those are the things I'm talking about when I talk about comparing. Like we have like nothing, but that's okay. We're gonna have everything. Two more things in the mental category. Emotional, but I'm not like an angry emotional. Does that make sense? Like I get aggravated a little bit pretty easily. I'm a woman. Sorry guys, my camera overheated, but I'm back, and we were talking about the emotional aspect of my mental game. The emotional part has been lovely. Everything just makes me like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Oh my God, it makes me so happy. Like everything is just about life and loving and just glowy, and that's my type of emotional that I have been very like, I've cried a lot, but it's not like my life sucks crying. It's more of oh, I'm so happy crying. Like my little brother does BMX racing, and my mom sent me a video of him, and he was just doing so good. Like he was in first place, and I've just never seen him racing so hard. And I started crying at how good he was doing. Like what? I guess I have had some emotional breakdowns as well about just feeling inadequate or whatnot. Like the other night I made spaghetti, and I was like, I had to text my fiance and let him know that I'm failing at life because this spaghetti sucks so bad. And really it wasn't bad at all. I ate leftovers today. Wasn't gross at all. I was just in a mood, so you know, that's how I was feeling. Anyways, emotional AF. And then last but not least, sexual AF. Like, what? What? Why? 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 I don't know. I'm not gonna go into details, but why? Why is it all the time? Like, why? What? Anyways, food intake, we kind of already touched on, but I always want fruit. I always am craving something sweet. Fruit is my go-to because it's sweet, but it's good for you. I love it. I love it so much. And like, I've been more into yogurt. I was never really into yogurt before. I'm a texture person, so yogurt with fruit chunks in it was weird. Like the chunkiness was weird, but now I like it because it's sweet and it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I can't eat much at a time, like I was saying earlier, but I'm hungry more often. The battle of drinking and eating, and I'm drinking a lot of my calories, good calories, obviously, like protein shakes and stuff. But it's like it's hard to balance. Oh, a big craving I've been having, you guys, is milk chocolate, like just plain milk chocolate Hershey bars. I get the mini tiny, like little, you know, the ones in like the Halloween baskets, excuse me. I get those because portion control, hello. So I like have it, but I don't feel too guilty having it, because if I buy the full bars, I'll like eat a full bar and feel sick to my stomach from it. This way I eat like the little slices and it's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it is such a bad craving that I've been having. It's just like melts in your mouth and it's just lovely, lovely. Oh, and one thing I've noticed is I enjoy eggs again. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I could not stand the thought of eggs, the smell of eggs, the sight of eggs. Like, it instantly made me just like bubble everywhere. It was gross. Now I love eggs. Like, I cook them often. I love eating them. Everything is good with eggs now. So that's that. Milk, I love having a cup of milk. It's really good for you also, but I love ice cold milk. Like, I put ice in my milk, so it's ice cold milk. You just have to drink it kind of fast so it doesn't get watery, okay? But ice cold milk, absolutely love it. Pickles are still a fave. Cucumbers, still a fave. Cheese sticks, major fave. My protein shakes are still a daily thing. And yeah, I think that's about it for my pregnancy update. I will, of course, show you guys the pictures throughout the video if I have, you know, they're in the video. And I'm just super happy. I'm super excited to keep going with my journey. I promise to be sharing more. We're gonna go through some baby stuff together. We're going to decorate our nursery together. This is our community baby is what I like to say. I want to thank you guys that have sent things to us for the baby. You'll see them in the videos as well. I've been behind on vlogs, but I've been opening up boxes that you guys have sent through my registry. I will attach my registry down below just because so many of you guys have been asking. All of my friends are not local. Like I don't have any local friends besides like 2. So a lot of you guys have been wanting to send baby stuff instead of gift me things in person because you can't in person. So I'll post that below. That'll be posted in every video that we talk about baby, just because so many of you guys asked for it already. So I think that's all. That's everything. I love you guys. Oh, baby boy has been good to my skin. Okay. Granted, Lime Life by Alcone skincare has been good to my skin, and we have really good products that like really make me glowy, especially this new Perfect Glow body bronzer. Hi, love you. That's why I look tan, not because of the sunshine, but because of that product right there. But baby boy hasn't been bad. Baby boy has not, I can't be too mad at him, okay? Hair growth, just kidding, it's a wig, haha, gotcha. But my real hair has grown quite a bit as well. So I'm happy, I'm blessed, he is growing like crazy. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. And remember to love yourself, love someone else, spread some positivity in the world because we need way, way, way more of it. Be the best you can be. Hashtag love ever, hurt never. Don't drink the haterade. Drink the Gatorade. Stay hydrated. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you!